In this problem, we're going to solve the following story problem. We're told that the three angles of a triangle are consecutive even integers, and we want to find all three angles. So to start this off, the first thing that we should do is note what the sum of the three angles of any triangle is. And we know that if you take all three angles of a triangle, A, B, and C, and you add them together, the result is 180 degrees. So, if we can find out how to replace A, B, and C with one variable, then we will have one equation with one unknown that we can solve. So that's where this first statement comes in. The three angles of a triangle are consecutive even integers. That means if A is equal to some unknown value x, since we don't know what it is, then B is the next consecutive even integer. So consecutive means the one that comes after it, and since it's even, that means that if x were 4, then B would be, if A were 4, then B would be 6. If A were 8, then B would be 10. If A were 20, then B would be 22. Notice that all we're saying here is whatever A is equal to, B is equal to 2 more than that. So in this case, B must be equal to x plus 2. And finally, C is the next integer, the next even integer, because they're consecutive. And it works the exact same way. If you take whatever B's value is, so if you go back to all three cases here, B was 6, so C would be 8. B was 10, so C would be 12. B was 22, so C would be 24. Which means if B is x plus 2, then C is x plus 2 plus 2, or x plus 4. So if we change A, B, and C to just these x values, or these expressions involving x, we will get our one equation with one unknown. So we get x plus B is x plus 2 plus C is x plus 4, and that's equal to 180 degrees. Now we can start solving for x. We get x plus x plus x, combining our like terms, gives us 3x. Then 2 plus 4 gives us plus 6. And that's equal to 180 degrees. And it's worth noting that all of these constants are in terms of degrees. So this 2 is 2 degrees, 4 degrees, 6 degrees, and yes, our x is also in degrees when we solve for it. So we'll subtract the 6 degrees from each side to get our x alone. That gives us 3x equals 174 degrees. And now if we divide each side by 3, we will get x equals 58 degrees. That represents our value for A. Since A is equal to x, A is equal to 58 degrees. Which means B must be equal to 60 degrees, since it's 2 more than that. And C must be equal to 62 degrees, since it's 2 more than that. So since it's a story problem, we'll write out our answer. We have that the three angles of the triangle are 58, 60, and 62 degrees. And of course, you can just use the degree symbols, but in this Microsoft Paint, it's a bit troublesome to write out all those symbols. So, we've solved the problem.